Police and FBI agents swarmed the house behind me Thursday and stayed inside until midnight. The house just doors away from where Summer was last seen. And ABC News has learned that person of interest and his family once lived here. His name is Jared Harrell. Police are calling him a person of interest in the disappearance of Summer Thompson, the 7-year-old girl who seemed to vanish into thin air last October as she walked home from school in this busy neighborhood. Police later found Thompson's body in a Georgia landfill.
I cannot comment further about how Harrell may be connected with the Summer Thompson case, as that would require that I discuss and comment on evidence in an ongoing investigation.
Police said Harrell is being held in Mississippi on 29 counts of possession of child pornography after his former roommates reportedly discovered disturbing pictures and videos on his computer and turned them over to police. The investigation into Thompson's murder went into overdrive Thursday as FBI agents searched this home on Gano Avenue late into the night. Sources say Harrell lived here with his mother and stepfather in the months before the murder. And while the family apparently moved out the week before Thompson died, ABC News has learned Harrell was seen going in and out of the home after that. ABC News also shot this exclusive video Thursday as police searched another home 30 miles north of Orange Park. Sources say this shed was moved here from the house on Gano Avenue shortly after Thompson's disappearance and may be connected to her murder. Now, Harrell is being held on $1 million bond in connection with those child porn charges. He has not been charged in connection with the murder. You may remember that police got their first big break in this case when they followed the trash trucks from this neighborhood and found Summer's body inside one of them, the contents of one of them. They now have DNA results from her remains. If they can find a match, this case may be solved. Robin?
Yes, it will. All right. Jeffrey Kaufman joining us from Orange Park, Florida this morning. Thank you. Now, an exclusive interview with Summer's mother. ABC News Chief Law and Justice Correspondent Chris Cuomo spoke with Dina Thompson earlier this week.
The idea of catching the bad guy, the monster, who is still out there, what happens when that happens?
I feel like it'll give me some more closure because I still blame myself. You know, what if I did this, or what if this could have been done? And instead of looking in the mirror and blaming myself, I'm going to have a picture of someone else to blame. So I want to see this person's face. I can't wait to meet him face to face.
What would you say?
Why? Give me your best excuse, your best reason as to why you had to do this.
Do you care what happens to whoever did this?
I want them to die. I want them to get the death penalty. I've got to be the voice for Summer.
When the investigation ends, and it ends, hopefully, in the arrest of the right person, do you then want to know everything you don't know right now?
Yes.
Yes. Why?
Because I was there when she was born, and I should know how she left.
What good do you think it'll do for your head to hear what could be not something that's pleasant to hear?
Because I've built up so many scenarios in my head that I honestly don't feel like anything they could tell me could be any worse than what I've already made up in my head.
And Chris joins us now from Chicago. Chris, who does Dina think could have done this? Who does she think?
Good morning, Robin. You know, it's interesting. Two of Dina's greatest fears is that this was somebody who did this, who had access, who had a chance to work Summer, that knew her in some way, was familiar with her. And the second was her fear that it was someone who was close by, you know, that it wasn't some stranger danger. And if this person of interest winds up being the target of the investigation, both her fears are realized.
Well, let's talk a little bit about this person of interest, because we just heard in Jeffrey Kaufman's report $1 million bail. I mean, that tells you something right there.
It tells you that they have a lot of counts of pornography against him. That is how they calculate the bond. 29 different counts, almost 30, get you up to $1,003,003. Calling him a person of interest doesn't mean anything exactly in the investigation, but it does give hope. And now this man is back in Florida.
Oh, right. Chris, thank you for staying on top of this, and have a good weekend, Chris. Good to see you.
You too.
All right.